Hi guys, thank you for tuning in to the Family First Life Emerald City YouTube channel. I am Brittney Fontana and I have the joy of co-hosting with me and actually someone I'm just going to be chit-chatting with for the day, and that is our lovely agency owner, Brad Allan. So everyone, let's give a huge welcome to Brad Allan.
Nice to be here.
Great to have you here. We always appreciate our Thursdays together doing our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, Brad, this week I wanted to specifically speak with you on because Brad and I did a science experiment last week. And our science experiment was me being Brad as an agent. So I got to spend a Friday with him and follow him around and see what it's like for him in his in-home, how he is with his clients, and how my role as in helping him build his agency and how that can help me with my agents that I'm helping develop. So,
yep. How'd that go for you?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You do know that everyone that goes in the field with me quits.
Yeah, so
right.
it's
So don't quit.
Holy moly. No.
Okay, yeah,
I'm going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm hoping you're going to buck the odds here.
Yeah, so I'm going nowhere, but what I can say is, holy moly, I applaud any agent. Let me just say that. Any agent working for FFL or any agency, I'm just going to say in general, I applaud you guys. That I can see 100% why this can be mentally tough.
Yeah, we had 8 appointments, right?
Yes.
Yeah, 8 appointments, and we made one sale.
And I was like, woof, because I was not gonna lie. I mean, I know I wasn't technically the agent for the day, and I haven't got to experience a full day as an agent for myself.
Yeah.
But I mean, just experiencing the little bit I did, I was getting kind of discouraged. I was like, this is mentally hard. I can see now why everyone says you mentally have to be strong.
Yeah. Definitely a numbers game.
Yeah.
So I think we had pretty much a little of everything. We had people that weren't there, so that no shows, right?
Yeah.
We had people that we got there and they said that they had already called to cancel. So basically being porched, right? So you don't even get in the house. They're home, but you don't even get in there. And we sat with some people and we couldn't help them. You know,
there was some,
things happen. They just don't have the resources or for whatever reason. So no sales.
Yeah.
So no shows, porched, no sale.
And then a sale.
And then you did actually see it work, which is nice. I mean, we didn't get skunked. But, we covered our costs for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every day that I go out, I put the numbers in my favor, and all I'm really trying to do is just recoup my cost. I know how much my gas money is. I know how much my lead budget is. I know how much my back office is. So I'm just looking to at least break even for the day. That's my mindset, is I'm going to go out and I'm going to put myself in a place to succeed. And I know that just being consistent with my routine and my approach and my mindset, that it just always works out. It may not work out in that appointment or in that day, but and when you're new, you don't really have that track record to fall back on.
I could.
That's what makes it so hard.
100%.
It makes it so hard. It's like, it's my first day. I've got 8 appointments, and I all of this stuff happened. It can be a lot. It can be very emotionally challenging, because you're putting yourself out there. You're spending your money. You're driving around. There's a lot of like, no. Just know this, that if you don't quit, you've already won. It always works. The numbers, if their numbers are in your favor, you can't lose. So the better question is, how do you put the numbers in your favor? That's super easy. You just swipe your credit card.
Yeah.
You have to buy a lot of leads. I mean, so meeting people, Matt Smith told me this, and I pay attention to everything. I watch everything. I'm a watcher. I've always paid attention to I take notes. Sometimes they're mental notes, but I listen to everything that the people that brought me here, John Gavin, Matt Smith, have said. And Matt told me early on, you don't have a money problem. Everyone thinks they have a money problem. You have a people problem. And what he means by that is you need to meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way you meet a lot of people is you buy a lot of leads. If you think that you're making it, it's typically a 3 to 5x return on investment, right? Maybe not initially, but it'll settle into somewhere between 3 and 5x. And if you believe that it is working for everyone else and it can work for you, you're no different. It's all mental. you have to put the numbers in your favor. That starts with leads. You have to have a lot of people to talk to. And the more people you talk to, the odds are in your favor. You're going to sit with a lot of people. And John Wetmore said this way back in the day. It's like 4 years ago. I remember him saying this. He said, if you sit with 20 people, back then we didn't do virtual sales.
Yeah.
It was all face to face. And I love face to face because I love people, but it doesn't really matter. Virtual face to face. If you sit in front of 20 people a week, you can't lose.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're a knucklehead.
I've heard that too.
Right?
Yeah.
Even if you're a knucklehead, you're going to close at least 25% of the people you sit with, and that's 5 apps. And 5 families. If you're protecting 5 families a week, you're protecting your own family and your agency. You have enough resources at that point to fund staff, office, better leads, whatever, right? But it's the key is to sit with 20. And how you do that is to have a lot of leads, make a lot of dials, make a lot of appointments, but at least sit with 20 and you can't lose.
Now, experiencing what a full day is like in Brad's shoes, again, a very humbling experience for myself, because again, I get to see what it's like to be an agent and to get those no's and to have a hard day, because again, I hadn't experienced that fully for myself. Right. So it was just, like I said, it was so hard because I'm someone who wears my emotions on my sleeves. I will admit it. I'm a very emotional person. So that would be a challenge for me. So for someone like me, if I was a new agent and I'm coming to you with all my emotions and all my concerns, what advice would you give me to not get hung up on the emotional roller coaster that this is? Because I know I would be someone who would struggle and continue to struggle with that.
Right. So, it can be hard. And I tell people, don't buy a ticket to the emotional roller coaster, because if you think that somebody hanging up on you on the phone when you're trying to set an appointment, that's a little teeny tiny roller coaster. There's many roller coasters in this industry. And that's like the kiddie roller coaster. You have to have a thicker skin and just look around. I mean, plug in. Get on Slack, get on Facebook, get on these YouTube channels, and look at the diversity of the agents and the agency owners that we have across the country in Family First Life. Nobody looks the same. No. I mean, nobody looks the same. And so if you look around and you say, all right, well, if they can do it, I can do it. Why not me? What's the secret sauce? The secret sauce is just not quitting. You have to continually put yourself out there. And, don't be analytical. This is not a thinking person's game, right? It's all emotional. You have to manage your emotions. And just like Mike Tyson said, I love this quote. He's like, everybody has a plan until they get hit in the face or hit in the mouth or whatever, right? You can have all the plans you want. You're going to get hit in the mouth. Trust me, whether it's somebody hanging up on you or porching or no shows or whatever, right? But it's the key is getting back up. Yeah. Getting back up, and one day is one day. Yeah. And so you don't, your career is not made in one day. It's not going to be destroyed in one day. You just, stay close to the people that brought you here, ask a lot of questions, and you do get a thicker skin with time. You hear somebody say no to you. I've been in thousands of houses. I've seen a lot of life. And it just kind of works out in the wash that, 25% of the people you sit with are going to say yes to anybody. Yeah. And 25% won't. And the 50% in the middle, you just get better and better with time, overcoming objections. Yeah. And we're just imperfect people trying to help more imperfect people and to bring people in that want to grow an agency, to train other people to go out and help other imperfect people. We're all just trying to do right by the people we sit in front of. Yeah. My motto is, if I can put everyone I meet, yourself included. Yeah. If I can put everyone I meet in just a slightly better spot, it's a good day. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And I love that. And I think, again, it's really just mindset. You have to start working on that, especially for someone like me who it tends to be a more emotional person and take things personal and make it about themselves. Unfortunately, when it comes to emotions, I think it's definitely mindset, and you have to be aware and self-aware of that mindset and how you can start changing that sooner than later, because you obviously don't want to end up jaded, from the hard days. Right. So, but I can say what I noticed being out in the field, I did get the high of that one
sell. I was like, yeah, let's go celebrate. We did it.
Yeah.
So how do you not get caught up on the high of that? Because I could tell
Right.
I got caught on the high and I was like, oh, I could see what they mean with the celebrating period.
Right. So it's a numbers game. And I tell people all the time, you're not that good. You're not that bad either, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a numbers game. You know, you sell 10 policies in a week, and that's the goal. Always 10, 10. You're not really full time if you're not protecting 10 families a week.
Yeah.
So 10, and 2 are just going to cancel for whatever reason. Just know that going in, that you buy enough leads, make enough dials, set enough appointments, sit with 20, sell 10, 2 are going to cancel. Whatever it just happens. That's life.
Yeah.
And then put aside 2 for taxes. I do. And put aside 2 to reinvest in your company to meet more people. That's leads.
Yeah.
And then you've got your personal bills, and put some money in the bank. But money in the bank isn't going to help you grow your agency or your personal production. You need to be spending any discretionary income you have if you really want to blow this thing up. It's building your business. You have to invest. There's just no other way about it.
Well, I mean, when it comes down to being an entrepreneur and running your own business, regardless if it's, an agency or a Subway, you're going to have to invest. Bottom line, I mean, Subway's had to invest in the food that they have for the sandwiches and salads and things that they, customers buy there.
Yeah, the barrier to entry here is getting a license.
Yeah.
You just have to get through the damn test. And, you don't get extra credit for flying way over the hedge. You just barely clear the hedge, get a 70%. You're in the club, right?
You're golden.
Yeah. And then go out and just, invest, and you get better and better. I mean, it's pretty magical. I've done a lot of stuff in my life, and, the barrier to entry here, you got $1,000 in your pocket, and you can invest in leads and be coachable and don't quit and have a strong mindset, and don't think that you're like, wow, I'm so good, or, oh, I'm so bad. It's, nobody's that good or that bad. Just don't buy a ticket to the emotional roller coaster. Don't be a drone, but don't get super high and low, because it's exhausting.
Oh,
I mean, seriously.
I mean, I was tired from the day, and I was like, and I was not the agent, but when I got home, I kicked up my feet and I was all, that was a long, hard day.
Yeah. And as the agency owner, I was walking away from that experience like, well, we broke even today. So, it could be worse, but yeah, we all learned a little bit that day.
We did. And I appreciate you taking the time to let me go do that, sitting with your clients. Because again, I think it just overall helps us be a stronger agency, a stronger resource for our agents. And again, any new prospects who are thinking about joining, just know that we, again, always will have your back. We're always going to support anyone coming on board, and we're going to support anyone who's, watching our YouTube channel, regardless if you're at another agency or not.
Yeah.
I mean, you're with FFL, you're winning no matter what.
That's right. We're all in this together. Let's go out and help some families.
Well, thank you again, Brad, for joining our channel. We appreciate you as always. Yep. And again, guys, please don't forget to click and subscribe and follow the social media handles below, and we'll see you next week.